Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Stephen Bowers.
I'll start you off with a live look from I-70 up by the Eisenhower and Johnson tunnels, and a little bit of a traffic hang up there. It's a slow go on I-70 tonight because of the snow. There's Interstate 70 at Vail Pass. Traffic seems to be moving a little bit more smoothly here. Of course, there's not really a bottleneck here the way there is over at the tunnels, but there's plenty of snow and there's more currently falling. Now, we've had a little bit of a break from the snow. In fact, the sun came out over the San Juans. There's a live view from Highway 550 in Ouray, and then there's Highway 145 over Telluride. The roads are in good shape, but there still is plenty of snow on the sides of the roads, and I expect more snow will fall over the San Juans tonight, but more over the central and northern mountains are going to increase the avalanche threat or keep it high. It's been high all weekend. We've had literally dozens of avalanches reported over the weekend, and more than 24 were reported in the northern Elk Mountains alone. That's just south of places like Aspen and Snowmass and Carbondale, that region right there. So again, the avalanche warnings continue through tomorrow night as dangerous avalanche conditions persist there. This is kind of a good news, bad news sort of thing, though, because we need the moisture, and that's where it's good news. The latest drought monitor, it's released every Thursday, but I didn't get to show this to you late last week. We see that moderate drought is spreading now into the western mountains, and we've still got severe drought that straddles the New Mexico and Colorado state line down around the Four Corners and down the southern San Juans as well. So, yes, we need some moisture. We're getting some. That Thursday and Friday moisture that we got last week is not included in that, but it will be included in this week's update. Now, live radar does have some rain starting to show up around places like Montrose. It's very light and it very well may be evaporating well above the ground, but there is that little bit of light rain. There's some snow up on the mountains, and the biggest potential for any rain and snow in the valleys tonight will be from Montrose over to about Cimarron, while otherwise the valleys will mostly stay dry and the snow will target the mountains, especially the high country. And again, it's already increasing in the central and northern mountains, and I expect that this is going to build south through the night tonight. So through about midnight, it's mainly about the Elks and north along I-70 and up to the Park Range and even the northern Front Range. And then from midnight on, you see the snow building into the San Juans. And it's with us through morning. And then from 6 o'clock on, the snow's largely fading, and we'll see the sun come back out tomorrow afternoon. Now, even though the snow is breaking up, travel conditions are getting better. There still can be some small issues with some lingering snow, especially of the northern Front Range from about I-70 north there. So if you've got travel plans, just keep that in mind tonight through tomorrow morning. You could hit some hang-ups there. And again, the snow is going to be biggest in the mountains, as it usually is. We're talking on the order of about 5 to 10 inches up in the high country here. This just updated for us, but you see these little purple areas that are here southeast of Vail. Those are areas where more than a foot of snow can fall. And you see a little bit more of that in the San Juans there east of Telluride. In the valleys, however, I don't really expect that we're going to get anything. If we get anything in a spot, it's a light dusting. We'll get no appreciable accumulation out of that. 56 was the high today. We're back above normal. 27 was the low at Grand Junction. And now we're under a generally clear sky. There's some clouds over the mountains. 49 is the temperature now. The clouds are going to start to build back in, though, as we step down through the 40s, and then our lows by morning are going to be in the mid to upper 20s. Teens can happen in the cold spots, especially up in the higher elevations. And then tomorrow it's 50. We're just shy of 50. That's where we're going to top out with 30s up over the mountains in northwestern Colorado. Here's the 7-day forecast. It's a mild 7-day forecast with mostly 50s for highs around Grand Junction, and then we'll get close to 60 degrees on Sunday. And then by Monday, we're back in the lower 60s. There is a weak disturbance, by the way, that's going to pass through here Thursday and into Friday, and overnight Thursday into early Friday morning. It may mean some snow for us. Most of that snow is going to end up in the mountains. Otherwise, it doesn't look like a big storm system, just a little something to know about. Montrose, you're looking at 40s through the end of the week for your highs, and then you'll warm through the 50s and towards 60 over the weekend and up to Monday. In Delta, you're talking mainly upper 40s to lower 50s through the weekend, and then closing in on that 60-degree mark by Sunday. And in Cortez, we're closing in on those 60s by early next week, but in the meantime, we'll be in the upper 40s and lower 50s.